Now, getting back to the topic that I have been given, I will divide that topic into four parts. The first part begins with motive, because we are going to talk about motivation. So, the first part is actually motive. The second part is motivation. And what is the third part? Anyone? Life skills is there in the topic itself. And then fourth part would be actually how to bring that into perspective. The unfortunate reality of today's world is that we do not have even the motive actually why do we live. Or in other words, we do not have clarity on the goal. The goal part is missing. Today you want to be a manager in a company. Tomorrow you want to be a general counsel. Tomorrow we want to be chief legal officer, CLO. Then I ask question, what is next, brother? What are you heading to next? Did you ask these questions from yourself in life? Where are you heading to? Did you ask this question? In today's world, our life has become so much busy that we do not have time to ask questions from ourselves. The profession, the beauty of our legal profession is that we actually learn the art of questioning each and everything in life. We are learned to be critic. Why don't we become critic for our own life? Ask question from yourself. We don't do it because the modern civilization that we live in today has made us so much busy, so much busy, so much busy. Where are we heading to? It's unfortunate. Mr. Narayan Murthy, he is making a statement that a person should work at least 90 hours in a week. This is utter nonsense. I don't know where he is heading to. What is he trying to achieve by making such statements? These statements will simply make society more and more miserable. People are already committing suicide. People are already getting into depression. People are already suffering. People like Narayan Murthy, they are telling that people should work for 90 hours a week. This is like crazy, utter nonsense, foolishness. He himself has built an empire. But why he's trying to make crazy to other people? People are following him. But it's creating a big stress on people's life. Now there are two schools of thought on this, in fact. If you really go into the details, some people say, no, we need to have work-life balance. We need to bring in, the healthy working situations in our social system. So first is motive. You need to have clarity on the motive. Now currently, when we talk about the motive in today's society, our motive is revolving around three P's. 3P. The first is possessions. How much we can possess in this world, in the form of car, in the form of a big bungalow, or 4 BHK, 5 BHK, or maybe a very good relationship, a lovely wife, or what else we need? Position. So first is obviously possessions. The second one is position. We all crave for position. We want to be a director. We want to be on the heights. So we were talking about possessions. The second one is, what was the second one? Position. And then third one is prestige. We want people should recognize us. We want people should salute us. Does that happen? It's natural phenomena. This is what society is teaching us. Oh, this person has gone on to the heights. He is my role model. I want to follow him. And for that, I am ready to go to the extent of killing my own life, not someone else's life, my own life. Because I want that position. And for that, I will work for 80 hours. Na? What is the problem? This is what today's society is teaching us. We have to think about it. It's our life. It's our life. Why are we killing our own life? First, we are killing our own life, and at the next level, we are killing our own family life. Because we do not have time to give to them. Because we are busy in making our career. Career is more important than family. This is what society is teaching. So 3 P's are there in the motive. This is the motive that we all are hankering for. Next is motivation. Now this is very important. This is what you all have come here to listen to me. Right? Now question comes, how do we get motivation in life? The motivation comes generally when we listen to the motivational speakers. Right? To some extent. To some extent. Well, you may hear them, you may get some temporary motivation. Oh, this person is speaking nice, he's using some good quotations. Let me hear him, let me gain something. Now, the problem is that you have approached a person, probably that person is himself not really following what he is speaking. The first quality of a leader is a leader follows what he speaks. This is first quality. So motivation, we all need motivation. And as ma'am was mentioning, it's like the motivation is not in the outer world actually. I will reverse it and I say that your inner world creates your outer world. Problem is, we are searching for motivation outside. This is a mistake fundamentally that we have been doing. We are trying to get something outside which in real sense does not really exist outside. It exists inside. Like for instance, if I am talking before you, then it's my inner motivation, right? Isn't it? Now, when we talk about motivation, a little more. If a murderer wants to kill someone, he has to have motivation. Without motivation, he cannot kill. Likewise, we saw this Pahalgam attack. A lot of terrorists killed so many innocent people. They had some fire inside and they just simply killed it. So it's not important that you have motivation in life. What is more important in life is, what is more important? वो तो inner हो गया. What is more important? थिंक अबाउट इट, व्हाट इज मोर इंपॉर्टेंट? मोटिवेशन है, मुझे एम्पायर खड़ा करना है, आई हैव टू बिकम बिल गेट्स, इट्स माई मोटिवेशन, इट्स ए मोटिवेशन ना, इट्स माई मोटिवेशन. But again, let's go back. Is it truly right motivation? Is it truly right? It's a question that we should ask. The most important thing is motivation needs good intention. If the intention is not good, then the motivation is a failure. It's going to create a chaos in the society. Yes, so motivation is important, but more important than motivation is your intention. Now, all these words carry a very strong amount of weight. Motivation is something primarily dependent on our intention. A killer has a motivation, strong fire inside. A businessman has a motivation, a strong fire inside. He wants to build an empire. And what he's going to do with that empire? Ultimately, he's going to exploit in general. Again, don't take any of my statement literally and don't take it on you. I'm just giving a very generic perspective. Ultimately, there is some other selfish intention involved in the game. So we talked about motive, then we talked about motivation, and the third number that we were talking about, what was the third? Life skills. Now when we talk about life skills, the first life skill is actually, it's written there. Satyam, speak the truth. This is the first life skill. The second life skill is Shama, forgive. Third life skill is Amaninatpam, humility. Fourth life skill is Titikshva. Titikshva, anyone knows what is Titikshva? The fourth life skill is Titikshva, that means basically tolerant. We all come across the adverse situation in life. We all come across adverse situation in life. Right? Like in the battlefield, Arjuna had come in a very adverse situation. Very difficult situation. Because he had to fight with his own relatives, with his own teacher. Can you imagine that situation when you are standing in the battlefield and you have to fight with your relatives? In today's world, it's common. Today's world is accepted. We are ready to fight even with husband, wife are fighting. Everything is happening. Because the values are missing. The basic values we have left way behind. And let me tell you the reality. The future is going to be more dangerous. The generations will have more and more problems. The Gen Z that we are experiencing or seeing in today's time, they will have really tough times. Nobody is even thinking about it. We are not. In fact, the fact is that we do not have even a solution to manage it. We don't know how to deal with it. But the fact is that Gita has solution for everything. So, like I just gave a very broad overview of the four life skills. I could have elaborated, but in the interest of time, I'm just kind of trying to squeeze it up here itself. So we have talked about the third part of our presentation or the talk. What is the third part? The third part is actually the life skills. We all have to inculcate these life skills. If we truly want to learn to live our life. Some way or other, in the journey of my own life, I have been able to gain a little access to these life skills. I have been able to inculcate some of these basic life skills during the journey of last 20 years. It's not a matter of one day. Nothing happens overnight. Nothing happens in this world overnight. When a child is coming into this world, if a mother wants to give birth to a child, then after the intercourse, it's minimum 8 to 9 months, both parents have to wait before the child actually comes into this world. So there is no immediate possibility. What does it teach to us? Mothers can relate it to it well. What does it teach us? Patience. Now this is titikshwa. We need patience. We need tolerance. We'll have a lot of people around us who will do a lot of things messy around us. We need to tolerate people. These are the life skills. Now the last part, for which I'll take last 5 minutes. Now theory is all good. We all love theory. We all love humility, gratitude. Man said it very well. How many of us are actually trying to consciously making an attempt to live with those life values? This is first question that you should ask yourself. The second thing that I'm going to tell you is that if you want to have these life skills in your life, then it's not that difficult. Although it takes a little time, but let me be honest, it's not that difficult. It's just one secret. We don't need many secrets around it. One secret. And Gita gives that secret actually. In Gita 4.34, so the secret is tad viddhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya updeshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattva darshina. That means you have to approach a teacher. You have to approach a teacher. And what you have to do? You have to do three things. Number one is submissiveness. I am happy to see that you all are submissively listening to me. So I want you to clap all for yourself. मजा नहीं आया clap में. Thank you. So this is the first thing, submission. Although you have to go, but still you are sitting. This is called submission. So thank you for this. Coming to the second part. The second part is then you have to ask questions. But when you will ask question? अभी आज तो टाइम नहीं है. क्वेश्चंस हम तब पूछते हैं लाइफ में जब हमें कुछ पता होता है ना. अभी तो हमें पता ही नहीं है. जब हमें पता ही नहीं तो हम क्वेश्चंस कैसे पूछेंगे? तो पता करने के लिए क्या करना होगा? पढ़ना होगा. गुड पार्ट इज कि हम पढ़ सकते हैं. हमारे प्रोफेशन है, इन आवर प्रोफेशन वी हैव बीन ट्रेन्ड टू रीड. दैट्स व्हाई आई लव माय प्रोफेशन. That I have been given this opportunity, that I have to read, I have to read, I have to read. No choice. When I was doing my CS, I used to go to the library. I used to leave my house at 8 a.m. in the morning and used to come back home by 9 p.m. in the night. So, what I did, I read. We all did. I mean, I'm not an exception here. You all are company secretaries. You all have done that. So the third point, one is submission. Second is, yes, asking question. And to ask question, what you should have? You should have the craving to know things. This is called curiosity. This is called athato brahma jigyasa. This is the first aphorism of Vedanta Sutra, which says that we have to have the curiosity to know. Athato brahma jigyasa. Jigyasa, we have to cultivate that fire. Actually, that's real motivation. That's real motivation when you are igniting a spark within you to know more and more and more about the reality of life. We already know about this word a lot. We already know. But we have to know about two things when we say Athato Brahma. The word Brahma has been used for, for two personality. It's a Sanskrit word. So it says that we have to actually be inquisitive to know about self. And then we have to be inquisitive to know about super soul. So the word Brahm can be used and interpreted in Sanskrit for both the soul and the super soul. For that we can read if we have potential and capability. So one is reading and second is another biggest secret. So listening is an art and for a leader listening is most important. In our technical terms it is called as Shravanam.